G'day, I'm Patrick from Douglas Fir Design. Welcome to the Router Bits. Timbecon make this adjustable roundover bit, which is actually a double roundover that you can set different heights of and different radiuses of the roundovers themselves. Times when a bit like this is really handy is if you're creating a product, usually a few of them, that you want to round the top and the bottom edge at the same time. And you can set the height of this to match the thickness of the stock that you're working on. So you can just set that in your router, pass piece after piece through there, and have the top and the bottom edge rounded over simultaneously. It also allows you to set either a smaller radius or a larger radius by turning those router components over. I'm just going to quickly show you how you can set this up and change it around to suit different applications. I've locked it into the router table and that locking pin is engaged, which means that I can undo little bolt, little nut on top. It's got a number of washers in there, so you want to keep track of them, make sure you're not losing them, dropping them on the floor like I did before. Okay, so as you can see, once you've undone that nut, these all move. The first thing you have is your top cutter head. There's a tiny little washer underneath it. And then you have a number of these washers and shims here, which are all different heights, and that's what allows you to get different heights between your blades to suit different thicknesses of stock. Now my stock is 35mm, and so I want the distance between my blade teeth to be 35mm, and this combination of shims and washers has actually achieved that. So what I can do is just put that cutting head back on. Now you'll notice these cutting heads actually have two different size radiuses, a larger one and a smaller one. Right now I've got this set to cut with the slightly smaller radius, and what I need to do to make it cut with the larger radius is actually take this whole operation off, place this one on the bottom, then place the shims in place, and then put this cut head on the top. And that means that I'll have access to that larger radius cutter rather than the smaller one. But for this project right now, the little demonstration, I'll just leave them as they are. Put that in place, put the washers back on, lock that nut down, check that that's 35mm, which it is, and now I can just lower that back down into the table so that the edge of the table lines up with the top edge of that bottom tooth. And then I'm ready to go. Alright, so I've set the depth of the fence to the same depth as the bearing here. Got a feather board in place, got a piece of stock, ready to go. So super quick and easy to get a roundover on all four edges just in 2 passes. Really handy if you're doing a production run of a whole bunch of chair legs or table legs or components that you need to do a lot of. I could actually see that being pretty useful for work that I have to do myself coming up. Creates a clean edge. You can get 2 different profiles of roundover. You can use it on any size stock that you need, so a pretty handy piece of kit. The Timbecon adjustable roundover bit is available at Timbecon. You can grab it online at timbecon.com.au or at either of their stores in Perth and in Melbourne.